Okay, now we need a motion to approve the agenda.
I move that we approve the agenda with the removal of item I under the discussion and action items, please.
Second.
Okay, moved and seconded. All those in favor? Okay, let's move down to board dialogue. Anybody have anything to say before I hold forth? Finding a superintendent is an exhausting job. It takes a lot of time and energy and dedication. And the first thing that I want to do is to thank my fellow board members for the job that they did. They were here at 6 o'clock in the morning. They were here till late in the evening. They focused entirely their energies and their caring to find the right person for this district. And I appreciate them very much. Thank you. And also, we couldn't have done it without our Brenda, who was here with baked cookies. I mean, what more can you ask for? And so, Brenda, from the entire board, thank you very much. Thank you. Did a fabulous job. Our search consultant, Dr. Waddle, wholeheartedly agreed.
Well, thank you very much.
Oh, and thank you so much. I'd like to thank Don Eaton, who gave up his time to escort candidates around the district, and Mr. Davis, who is not able to join us this evening. He has a prior commitment, and Mr. Hain, who visited communities and spent their time in this search. So thank you all very much for your time and energy. Anyone else? Okay, down to communications. We have Heartland Hero this evening. Ms. Turner.
Good evening. I have the honor tonight to recognize two hardworking women. Go ahead and come up here, Melissa Pritchett and Carrie Hand. Last month, Dr. Krause recognized Steve Berry for the district backpack program. And I hate to say it, Mr. Berry, but these ladies are really the brains and the manpower behind the operation. Yesterday, I was walking up to the cafeteria, and I was going to surprise them and give them some story about coming in. I'm just not very good at making up stuff like that. And I walk in the cafeteria, and there's mounds of candy, and there's mounds of Easter eggs, and I thought, I can't even lie to these ladies. I'm just going to tell them that they deserve an award for being here right now. So, they work really hard. They were stuffing Easter eggs and candy, and they have just taken off with the backpack program. They're frequent faces at Washington Franklin, and ladies, we really do appreciate it, and those kids really appreciate it. The 100th day of school was last month, and we had a little first grade boy. They had a $100 bill on their paper, and it said, if you had $100, what would you do? And his thing was he would buy food. And that is one of those things where we sent 2 backpacks home that night because he had a sibling with them, and these ladies just don't even realize the impact that they've made, and it's a lot of work. So we truly, truly appreciate all your time and effort because you guys have families as well. So we greatly appreciate your hard work. So for that, you receive an award.
Thank you.
And then some flowers to go with it. So thank you, ladies, very much. We greatly appreciate everything you do.
Could you introduce us to, who are these ladies?
This is Melissa Pritchett and Carrie Hand.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, ladies. Appreciate it. And we'll be at that Easter egg hunt with our flashlights. With our flashlights. And this Saturday is our night Easter egg hunt, and the nighttime backpack program is putting it on, so you guys are all welcome to come. Now, I also have the honor tonight to present our featured teacher at Washington Franklin, and our staff voted on this as well, and Mrs. Gay Reed wholeheartedly won. Come on up here, Miss Reed. I brainstormed with Gay's coworkers too, and if we had 3 words to describe Gay and Miss Reed, we'd say passionate, dedicated, and energetic. Gay is one of those teachers that goes above and beyond for her kids. I had the privilege of working with Gay for 5 years as a 4th grade teacher, and I learned so much. It made me cry. Learned so much from Gay. Taught me how to teach writing. Does a really good job. You can just see, and I know you guys will know what I mean if you know Gay. You can see that passion exploding from Gay all the time. And she's great and deserving for this honor. We're really glad you're part of our Washington Franklin family, Miss Reed.
thank you, Ms. Turner. We love you.
We're glad you're part of this. Congratulations. Shake their hand, Kim. Thank you.
Thanks. Good to see you.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Okay, so Ms. Amito?
The recipient of the featured staff member was not able to be here tonight. We'd like to bring her in next month when
Oh,
she can.
great. We'll be looking forward to that. Anybody for Student Voices? Do we have a CTA report?
So first thing I was going to talk about was the nighttime snack program and how wonderful that has been. We have BOGO, which is the sandwich shop here in town, is donating 60 sandwiches a week now to our backpack program. We are still sending home tremendous amounts of backpacks every week. We have tremendous support coming in. The ladies that run the Facebook that you just met, the Facebook site, have been doing a fantastic job of spreading the word about this. And we do have an Easter egg hunt this Saturday at 6:30 at Engler Park, and we really want everybody to come out for it. Something we talked about in the January board meeting was the changes to the format in our Teacher of the Year to give all the buildings another opportunity to shine a spotlight on some of our outstanding staff throughout the district. And so each building has chosen a Teacher of the Year, and we will be spotlighting those teachers and announcing those teachers' names at our luncheon next week, March 26th, which is Tuesday. And we actually have an invitation for each of you
Great.
to attend.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I have one, if you were looking for mine.
You already have yours, okay. So we'd love for you to attend and help us honor these teachers. And at that meeting, we will also announce the District Teacher of the Year, which was chosen from one of the Building Teacher of the Year candidates. And that's CTA.
Thank you, Mr. Farrell. Dr. Thomas?
It's a little bit hard to bring up difficult times when we're busy celebrating, but the past few weeks have been extremely difficult for the staff at Truman. Want to make sure that everybody keeps them in their thoughts and prayers. Shirley Beeser's done a phenomenal job of supporting them, but it's just been a time that things continue to happen, and as a school community, we need to pull together for that. So I wanted to just remind everyone to keep them, all of the staff, in our thoughts and prayers. And also to support and encourage all of our students and our staff as we really get ready for final preparations for MAP testing. So we're in that season, and students are focused and teachers are focused, and we don't need any snow days. So that's it.
Okay, thank you. Under information items, Don, do you have any information you'd like to share with us about employee insurance?
Thank you for asking. I did want to provide an update to the board because we've met with our Insurance Advisory and Benefits Committee a couple of times, and I wanted to update you. I thought it was particularly important this year because the committee is very excited about a slightly different approach, a slightly different structure for our plan than we've had in the past. And actually, it's a new product from Anthem. It's called their Marketplace. And the committee is very excited about this, so I'm providing this update thinking that it's a possible recommendation coming up. It's not a recommendation at this time because we don't have premium quotes. But basically what it is Anthem is marketing families of plans. Within each family, there are 8 plan choices. So basically, I envision, and the committee envisions, this would work basically the same as we're doing now, that we would try to provide a basic plan at district expense, which is in accordance with our policy, in terms of those dollars, providing that for each employees. But rather than having 2 buy-up options, the employees would have 7 other choices. So basically, when each family a plan, you're looking at 8 choices. So that's kind of what the committee is working toward. One other thing that is new within each family is there are PPO choices, which is the type of plan that we currently have and have had for several years. There are HSA or health savings account options in each of the families. So employees would have that option as well, and I'm working on some things with those, trying to get those accounts set up for employees that would like something like that. We're trying to get our ducks in a row. But like I said, I think the committee was excited about having more choices. We won't really be able to pick and choose, but I think there'll be enough variance in the plans that hopefully everybody can find something that will suit their situation. We actually saw a presentation from Anthem. Employees will actually be able to go online, and it will show how much in terms of dollars the district is providing in terms of benefits. So as they navigate their way through a very intelligent survey, which leads in different directions depending on how they respond to questions, it hopefully will provide them with a recommended plan for them and their family. For those employees who don't want to use the online tool, Anthem informs us that they will have some phone support by professionals. So hopefully the whole thing is, I think it's going to be more choices for employees. I think it's going to be probably better support as far as helping them make that decision. But it's something new that Anthem, I know there are other, at least one other company in Farmington that's looking at this right now, and so it's kind of new, but the committee's very excited about it. So with that being said, that's kind of, I think, the direction they're headed. The one thing that would be different is we would try to get some premium quotes earlier than we normally do, and that would be probably by necessity, because Anthem has told us it takes about 60 days to implement this, to get everything loaded into the system so that employees can go in and use that tool. And I think because this is different, in that 60-day period, after we get the premium quotes and hopefully come up with a recommendation for the board, that we would try to get Anthem here and help us provide some education for our staff prior to that. So that's the direction the committee is headed. I'll be happy to answer any questions. Great, thanks.
Thanks, Don. So, Sarah's going to do the end of the year recognition.
Just kind of let people know what's going to be expected, and then ask Ron if he wants to do a technology report.
Okay. Mr. Farrell, do you have any technology updates for us this evening?
Sure, if you'd like to see them.
Of course.
So over our Tech Talks the last few months, I've shown you some devices that are changing the way we transmit information to students. And it's changing the face of instruction. We've talked about clickers. I showed you the LiveScribe pen, which was amazing, iPads and iPad apps. But what about students who don't have these devices, or teachers that do not have devices in their classroom? Well, one thing that is in every classroom, hopefully, or is in a lot of homes, is the internet. And there are some fantastic web tools for students that they can use. And I'm really thinking at the high school level, because this year we recently gave a Gmail and app account to all of our high school students to allow them to start collaborating and doing some of these things that you will see will help our students become more college and career ready. Well, part of that gives them access to Google Drive. If you've never used Google Drive, it's like having a 5 gigabyte thumb drive wherever you go. It's a cloud storage for anything that you want to do. One piece to that that's free is a productivity suite that allows you to create documents. One of my favorite parts about this is for high school students, they have a fantastic research tool directly in Google Docs. All they have to do is inside their document, they can go to Tools and Research. And Google, who is first and foremost a search company, allows you to search within the document. But the best part about it is not only can you search, but it gives you all of the tools that you might want. So if I'm searching for a research paper and I want to preview the website, I can preview the website. If I want to link to this website, I can insert a link. The best part is I can then cite it. It will add my site, but even better, at the bottom, it automatically adds a footnote citation. Now, for a research high school student or graduate student, this changes the face of what you're doing. But if you do not want to use MLA, the way you can easily change to APA or Chicago format with a click. Pictures, you can simply drag them onto your document. It not only adds the picture, but it adds your citation automatically. And you can wrap your text around it. So it's a fantastic tool. And of course, we want to make sure we're being good digital citizens and using things that are not copyright. So it allows you to filter your search by free to use. So that way, anything that you're using, you're able to use copyright free. And this is all included in Google Docs for free. This is kind of a hidden trick that a lot of people don't know about, but it changes the face of how we do research papers in high school or graduate school or whatever you do. So that's Google Docs.
And I do just want to mention that we had a bogus email come through that looked as though it infiltrated our system, but it did not. It only went to email addresses outside of our system, so our security measures have been wonderful in terms of what's in place. And I know that's always a concern as to whether or not people will get it, but the only people who were told that there wouldn't be school yesterday were those email addresses that were not within our system, and we sent out clarification. So, and really appreciated board members who let us know about that so we could send the clarification out.
Thank you, Ron. Sarah, how about a little end of the year staff recognition update?
Well, thank you, and I'm turning that back over to Ron, too. He's already talked about Teacher of the Year, and then we also have retirement banquet coming up. So we're in partnership with the CTA on those.
And that's pretty much what I mentioned earlier. We're having our banquet next week for our Teacher of the Year from each building to recognize our staff. We're also going to have our retirement banquet April 29th, which is the last Monday of April, to recognize that District Teacher of the Year, to recognize our people who are retiring from the district, and then also to recognize the staff from each building that were chosen for Teacher of the Year. Next year, for the monthly feature teacher, that will be the Teacher of the Year from each building that was chosen this year. So it'll give them a chance to come in front of the board and be recognized in front of you as well.
Do you know where that retirement dinner will be?
Yes, it will be at Lincoln Intermediate. It'll be at 6:30 p.m. April 29th.
Thank you. Okay, so we didn't pull any discussion items. So we are down to approval of our consensual items. Do I have a motion?
So moved.
Okay. And a second?
Second.
A motion and a second. All those in favor? And no opposition? Okay, well, gee, it looks like we're down to adjourning to closed session. I believe this might be a record. Someone note this, please. Okay. There you go.
I move we move to close session. No? Okay.
No, yeah.
No, come on. You do it, Howard. Let's go.
Move to closed session pursuant to 610.021, paragraphs 1, 3, and 13.
I'll second.
Hahn,
Yes.
Kane,
Yes.
Howard,
Yes.
Davis, Harrington,
Yes.
Lawson, Roethlisberger.
Yes.